Hello everybody, and thank you for watching the Wealth Guard Show. I'm your host, Tom Wide, and welcome to the new segment, 3 Up and 3 Down. We'll be doing this daily, Monday through Thursday, and what we'll do is we'll start by taking a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average each day and its performance, as well as the top 3 performers in the Dow and the worst 3 performers in the Dow. We'll take a look at all of those. What we're going to do is we're going to do the next 2 days, today and tomorrow, on YouTube here, and starting next week, we'll be doing this show on wealthguardshow.com. We just got approved for advertising over there and need to generate some traffic in that area. Let's take a look at the Dow Jones Industrial Average today. It was a good day. And it was a pretty good day on the Dow Jones. We opened up at 11,176.76, and we said yesterday that we wanted to see some volume coming through here, and we wanted to see some follow-through from yesterday's action. We did that today as we closed at 11,320.71, a gain of 143.95, or about 1.25%. Let's take a look at the chart. And on the daily chart of the Dow Jones, look at this down below, point number 1. The stochastics are bouncing off of that 20 line and gave us a bullish signal here. Looks like they're heading higher, but we want to see them challenge this 50 line here and break that last hump of resistance that we had. So we give this one a yellow mark. That's an improvement over what we've been seeing. And up above that, point number 2, the MACDs, we're getting slight confirmation in the MACDs as the green line is crossing over the red, and the histogram bars are just finally peeking their head above 0. We gave this one a yellow mark. We just want to see one more day of this to see that we can clear this line decisively and continue higher on the histograms, that is. And up top, point number 3, relative strength index is challenging the 50 line there, and you know we like to see that clear the 50 line, so we gave this one a yellow mark, but things are looking better there too. And point number 4, this is what we don't like. We got what's called the death cross here, where we got the blue line, which is the 50-day moving average, crossing over the 200-day moving average, which gives us a bearish signal here. So we're a little cautious on that for that reason. It's pretty accurate hint and a signal, that is. So we're going to watch this closely. We're going to stay out of stocks for now until we see a little more clear and these yellows start turning to green. We also see point number 5. We got some pretty decent volume here. That's very respectable volume for the Dow Jones on the upside, which is what we were looking for. Also, the Dow Jones has been led by the financials. That's also very important, but we'll get to that here in just a bit. We also have some resistance up ahead we'd like to see clear, right around 11,500. I hate to be a stickler, but these are volatile markets here, and we just want to see some evidence that we are going to continue higher. And right now, things are looking pretty good, but we still have a challenge ahead. And our top performer in the Dow Jones Industrial Average today, it's Bank of America, and boy is that welcomed. Opening today at $6.39, we closed at $6.99. Had a gain of 69 cents, or just under 11%. Nice to see that turnaround in a financial leading the Dow. Let's take a look at the chart. And on the daily chart of Bank of America, down below point number 1, the stochastics are turning as the green line's crossing over the red, giving us a bullish signal. We want to see that cross that 20 line before we turn this one green. For now, we gave it a yellow mark. Above that, point number 2, we got the MACDs. The green line is converging in on the red, getting ready to confirm the movement in stochastics, but they haven't done so yet. And the histogram bars are approaching the 0 line, but they're still in negative territory. We gave this one a yellow mark. And point number 3 up above, looks like the relative strength index is starting to take off here, but again, we want to see that clear that 50 line there because we got a lot of resistance up there in the past. Gave this one a yellow mark. The volume, though, we can see it is encouraging. It's nice to see higher volume, big spike in volume on such a big day. And coming in second place today, and the best performer, it's Home Depot. Home Depot started out at $33.11 today, closed at $34.37. Total gain of $1.26, or just under 4%, 3.81%. Let's take a look at the chart. And on the daily chart of Home Depot, it sure looks like we hit a bottom in this one, as down below point number 1, the stochastics were oversold, gave us a bullish signal, and they've been rising ever since. Now they're approaching oversold territory, but they've been doing really well. We gave this one a green mark. Above that, point number 2, we got the MACDs. We got a cross a little while back confirming those stochastics. They continue to look bullish, and the histogram bars are still rising too. We gave this one a green mark. Up top, relative strength index has climbed above that 50 line. We like to see that too. Gave this one a green mark. It's looking pretty good right now for Home Depot. We got a little resistance ahead on those moving averages, but we like to see the momentum, and that's what we've got. And today's third best performer in the Dow Jones, it's American Express. Nice to see another financial up there. Actually, we had 3 out of the top 4 stocks today were financials, but of course we're only covering 3. American Express opened up at $46.42 and closed $48.08. Had a gain $1.66, or about 3.5%. Let's take a look at the chart. And on a daily chart of American Express, it's looking pretty strong down below 0.1. Those stochastics, they've decisively crossed that 50 line. They're rising sharply. We gave this one a green mark. Above that, point number 2, we got confirmation of that movement of stochastics. When the MACDs crossed, the green line crossed over the red. That's bullish. And the histogram bars have risen above 0. That's bullish too. We gave this one a green mark. Up top, relative strength index has just climbed above that 50 line. That's a good sign. We gave this one a green mark too. And now we move to the lowest performers of the day. In the third lowest performing spot, it's Chevron, starting out at $97.33, still closing at $97.59. Had a gain of 26 cents, or just over 0.25%. Not bad for that deep in the Dow. Let's take a look at the chart. And on the daily chart of Chevron, down below 0.1, the stochastics have convincingly crossed that 50 line. They look bullish. We gave it a green mark. Above that, point number 2, we got confirmation of stochastics. Green line crossed over the red, giving us a bullish signal. Histogram bars have risen above 0. We like that. Gave it a green mark. Up top, relative strength index is still dancing along that 50 line. We gave it a yellow mark. And our second worst performer in the Dow Jones today, it's Cisco. Cisco started out at $15.44 and closed at $15.46. It's a gain of 2 cents, or just about 0.13%. Let's take a look at the chart. And on the daily chart of Cisco, down below, point number 1, the stochastics have crossed, giving us a bullish signal here. Green line crossed over the red, that is, and we gave it a green mark. Above that, point number 2, we got slight confirmation in the MACDs. The green line has crossed over the red. Want to see a bigger break than that. But histogram bars are rising too in bullish territory, so we gave this one a green mark. Up top, relative strength index, it's hovering along that 50 line there. We want to see it break higher than that. Gave this one a yellow mark. And that brings us to the worst performer of the day. Today's worst performer is ExxonMobil. ExxonMobil started out $73.66, closed the day at $73.54. Had a loss of 12 cents, or about 0.16%. The only losing stock in the Dow today. Let's take a look at the chart. And on a daily chart of ExxonMobil, down below, point number 1, the stochastics have given us a bullish signal, and the green line's crossed over that 50. We gave this one a green mark. Above that, point number 2, we got confirmation as the MACDs have made a cross. The green line crossed the red, and the histogram bars have risen above 0. We like that. Gave this one a green mark. Up top, the relative strength index is still challenging that 50 line. Until it crosses, we gave it a yellow mark. Well, that's all from our show today, the first episode of 3 Up and 3 Down. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to do this Monday through Thursday each day, covering the Dow Jones, the performance of the stocks, and the top 3 and the worst 3 performers, taking a look at that and having a forecast for the following day. We're going to be doing this on our website here, wealthguardshow.com. Please take some time to visit there, as that's where all the love comes from. We need to have some support in that area over there at the website rather than on YouTube, so take a little visit, wealthguardshow.com. Support the show any way you can. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, I'm out of here.